What's going on, YouTube? Today I'm bringing you my Bujin deck again. I was really looking to figure out what kind of content I wanted to bring you today, and it was kind of hard to figure out what to do since I've been busy with school as we're getting ready for finals week. So I thought I'd just bring you this Bujin deck, show you little changes that I've been doing with it, and then I'm also going to be doing some gameplay with it tomorrow for Monday's video, just so you can see how it runs, and hopefully it'll be a little more exciting than what a usual Bujin deck does. We'll see how that goes. Let's just get started. First we've got our main guy, 3 Bujin Yamato. Obviously makes the deck work. If you don't have him, you're kind of done for. Next we've got 2 Bujin Mikazuchi. Yamato's brother comes out when Yamato's destroyed to take revenge on whatever destroyed him. Next we've got our 1 Brotherhood of the Fire for Spare. I know some people don't run this, but I enjoy running this, especially with our tankies that are out, so it can help with some extra destruction. Then we've got another thing that some people don't run, and that is Thunder King Ryo, which I can see as a huge help because a lot of the decks add cards to their hand, and even though you do too, it's just another way that can help prevent things from going off, and you can bring him out, then you can bring something else out and Xyz with it, or you can do whatever you really need to. Okay, next you've got your 3 Bujin Crane. If you didn't have this, I don't think the deck would be near as good as it is, obviously. It really needs to become something more than just a rare. We've got our 2 Bujin Hare, which gotta love those rabbits, so those are always good. I thought about bumping it up to 3, just so, I know a lot of people run just 2, and I think if you ran 3, they wouldn't really expect that, because they're always counting your grave to see, okay, you got 1, they got 2 Hare, you use 1 Hare, they've only got 1 left, that type of deal. But if you have 3, then you have that little extra protection to be able to be a little bit more risky. Then we've got our 2 Bujin Turtle, just to make sure that you can't be targeted. Our 1 Bujinji Quillen, just in case you need to get over something that you can't destroy by battle, so you can pop it. And our last monster of the deck is Honest, just because with the 3 Crane and the 1 Honest, that's all you really need. That's our monster lineup right there. Now to go on to the spells. We've got the usual 3 Fire Formation Tenki. Helps the deck run. It's a searcher, so obviously you got to run 3, or as many as you can if it ever gets semi-limited again. Then we've got 3 Pod Duality, just because this deck doesn't really special summon that much unless it's going into like Susanoo or something like that. So it's always great. It's always a great help to be able to check the top 3 cards and be able to grab whatever you need at the time, either be a Yamato, a Crane, a Hare, whatever you really need. I'm also playing 3 Kaiser Coliseum in this deck. I know some people only like 2, but I like running 3 just in case you do end up getting 1 destroyed. And I've actually seen somebody play 3 and activate 2 at once, so if 1 does get destroyed, they still have that other one there for protection. And with 3, it's always a greater way to draw into it. Even though sometimes it can be a dead draw, but sometimes you have to take those risks. Then we've got our 3 MST, obviously the Gold Ghost Rare, just in case you need to pop something in the backup before you go off. Now if you don't have those to pop the back row, we have our 3 Forbidden Lance. That way we can still be able to successfully summon our Mikazuchi, our Yamato, or Susanoo, whatever we need to. Unless they saw him warning it, then you're kind of SOL. We've also got our 2 Bujin Intervention, which is searched out with Mikazuchi, or if you draw into it, either way. New addition to the deck right now is monster slots. If you notice from the monster lineup, every single monster in the deck is rank 4, or level 4. So you can really banish anything. So if like a Yamato gets destroyed, I love doing that, is where Yamato get destroyed, you can banish it, because you don't want to banish your good stuff, obviously. Or you can banish a Crane, and hopefully draw into something that you can special summon, and then you can go into your Susanoo right away. Usually. This hasn't really worked out that much for me, but when it actually has worked out, it's a great payoff. And either way, you're still getting a card in your hands that you wouldn't have normally. Last 2 cards that are spells, we've got our 1-ofs, Dark Hole, and Book of Moon, just because you need that mass destruction. And you could possibly say something of your own with this, or you could stop theirs from destroying whatever you have on the field. Now, going on to the 3 traps that we actually play in the deck. If you guessed it, we're running 3 copies of Royal Decree. I've had a lot of different kind of situations where I wish I would have had traps, but I've also had a lot of times where I wish I would have had one of these. So we're gonna try it with this and see how it goes, especially with tomorrow with the battle videos or the duel videos, and we'll see how it runs. And then I'm gonna have you guys help me figure out if I should run this or if I should run it with traps, which would basically just be taking a few of the spells out, taking those out, putting in things like Solemn Warning, Torrential Tribute, Bottomless Trap Hole, Mirror Forces. So that's the main deck. I'm actually not going to go into the side deck just because I'm going to get a lot of hate for it, and I've realized that every single person who plays a deck has their own options and their own ideas of what they should put in the side deck because of things that they have trouble with. So if you have problems with Prophecy, you're going to be putting things in for that instead of putting things in for Fireface or putting things in for Harpies. Everybody has their own little problems and things they can't play around. So if you want me to put the side decks later on, I will. Just as of right now, I'm not going to. Now on to the extra deck. We've got our main man, dynamic duo right here, Bujinte Susanoo. Card makes the deck run. If you don't have it, yeah, it works. I've had a couple times where I wish I would have had 3 of those, but 2 is fine right now. I actually had another one, but I lost it randomly at one of my locals. It just randomly disappeared out of my deck box, so I don't know. We'll see. Then we've got one Bujinte Kagasuchi. We do not run Tsukiyomi. I really don't see a use for it right now. Maybe later on, but right now I just saw it. I had it in the deck. I just saw it as something that I could fill up with something else. Especially with, I now have a Tiger King, so I have to learn how to use that a little bit better. I used to not have a Tiger King. Didn't really care for it. Didn't really worry about getting it. Now I have it, so I can still go into that rank 4 play if I need to. Now the new card of the deck we have right here is number 82, Heartland Draco. This is what I actually replaced with Tsukiyomi. This card is great, especially because we have cards in our deck that you really have that can help you out. You have your tankies, so those are usually on the field, so you have at least one of those, so this card can attack directly. You've also got your 3 Kaiser Colosseums. So with those 6 cards right there, you usually have at least a Kaiser Colosseum on the field or a tanky on the field. If you can get one of those on the field along with this, when it has Xyz material, you can attack directly, and that's what it's made for. I see it's really good also in Harpies just because they always have, either they can have a hunting ground on the field or they have something else that they can put up. Really depends. So that's in there now. I also have one Maestroke, one Photon Pipal Operative, one Exciton Knight, one number 101 Silent Honor Arc. Just so you have the Honor Arc to be able to steal whatever you need to. You have your Maestroke to put things face down if you need to, or just for safety if you're kind of running out of ideas and you need to draw into that Bujin Incarnation. Then you've got the Photon Pipal Operative and the Exciton Knight. Exciton Knight I haven't really got into that much, but it's a good way to get out of problems that you may have run into. I've also got Omega. Consider Omega just in case. Then I've got Abyss Dweller for Mermails because a lot of people are playing Mermails now, and I hate that deck. I hate playing against it. It's really annoying. You can stop them one turn, and next thing you know, oh, they're OTKing you. So you really have to play smarter on them, or else their Megalos and everything else that they bring out just going to screw you over. I've also got one Gaga Cowboy, just for the 800 damage burn that you gotta love. One Diamond Dire Wolf, just in case I need to pop something on their field. One Crazy Box if I ever run into somebody who plays the Skill Drain on me, because that can really screw me over. And the last card that I actually play, because I have these 2 right here in my side deck, is Armatis. And now some people won't like seeing this in here, a Synchro and a really heavy Xyz deck, but I have that in there just in case, because if I go against a mirror match, obviously these will help me against the Yamatos, the Mikazuchis, whatever, if they're trying to send or use their effects, or Susanuos if they're trying to use their effects. And if I need to, I can take that. Any level 4 that's in my deck, because everything's level 4, go straight off into Armatis and say have fun, GG, because unless they can destroy it outside of battle with their Dark Hole or with their Quillen or whatever, there's no real getting around a Narba, especially in a Bujin deck. So, that's that. That's the deck. If you have any comments or anything like that, be sure to let me know. Stay tuned because there will be dual videos coming shortly after this one. I should be getting this one posted late Friday afternoon. And yeah, with that, have a good one, guys. Be sure to answer the question of the day so you can still be entered into our contest to win free cards out of Primal Origins when it comes out. We should be ordering a case of that, so we'll be having lots of openings for that as well. Thanks again, guys. Peace.